Hi everybody, I'm here today to show you how I like to apply my jams. I have already done my 4 fingers. I have just my thumb left. I add an extra little step that aren't in the instructions and I think it helps me out a lot. These are rose-colored glass. If you like them, you can find them on my website. So let's get started. Here are the tools that I like to use. I have my mini heater. I have my little scissors, I've got my orange stick, my file, sometimes I might need some nail clippers or the buffing block, but the extra thing that I use is a baggie, and I'll show you how I use that in just a minute. So the first step is, of course, to make sure that your jams fit your nail. You want them to be just slightly smaller than your actual nail. That way when you put them on, they don't touch your skin or your cuticles at all. Now some people like to leave the extra, that way they can do small toes or something, but for me, I just don't bother. I just fold it in half and cut it right down. And I like to put it on my orange stick, and I heat it up just for a couple seconds so it'll stick real good. And you want to line the bottom up nicely with your jam, making sure it's not touching any cuticle. And I apply pressure from the center out, making sure to really get in those edges so that you get a good seal all the way around. And I like to kind of stretch and press along the edge. That way you know there's not going to be any air pockets or anything. So my jam is on, and I need to cut it down a little bit before I show you my secret step here. So I'm going to cut it, but I'm going to leave a little bit extra up above my nail. If you look real close, you can kind of see I have this extra hanging off here. I don't trim off everything yet. Now here's my secret step. I take just a regular old plastic sandwich bag, and I'm going to wrap it all the way around my nail. And I twist and twist and twist, that way it's tight. What this does is pulls the entire wrap down around the edge, making sure that every little piece of the wrap is squished onto your nail. And then I heat it up a little bit more again, especially paying attention to the tip. That way it stays down on the tip and you don't get any lifting at the edges. So just a little bit, not very long because you don't want to melt the sandwich baggie. And you'll see now that that extra that I had is now kind of pushed up on the tip. I take my file, and it's real simple. All you have to do is quickly file off the end. Make sure that you're doing it at a 90-degree angle. That way you don't make the tips lift on accident. Okay, that's filed off. Sometimes you want to go back through and trim off just a little bit on the very corners. My nails round a lot at the end, so I have trouble getting those corners off sometimes. Little trim here, little trim there, just a little bit more filing, and voila!